Hi guys, happy to see you back on my channel. Today we're going to create a full look for the Tomorrowland festival. I'm so excited that this magical event is happening right now here in Belgium. It's one of the biggest festivals in the world. Full of incredible music, stunning visuals, and a real sense of fantasy for grown-ups. While I start with the skincare, I'm already thinking about my model's features and the look I want to create. Since the makeup will be more cool-toned and her original outfit had warm colors, we decided to change the top after skincare, so I can better match the makeup shades to the final look. For foundation, I'm mixing 3 different products. I always customize the base depending on the skin and the look we're going for. Sometimes I like to go one shade darker, but today I'm staying true to her natural tone to keep things harmonious with the cool tones I'm planning. Under the eyes, I'm using a concealer from the Saem, and on the eyelids, I apply a very light concealer color to create a bright, clean base for the eyeshadows. While the skincare was sinking in, I already shaped the brows with gel. Now I'm filling them in using brow powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills, keeping it soft and natural. For sculpting, I'm using the Too Faced contour stick. It has a slightly cooler tone, not too bronzy, perfect for this look. It blends beautifully and gives a really natural finish. For blush, I'm going with Just Enough from Patrick Ta. Such a gorgeous soft pink with a fresh golden hue. I also added a bit of cream highlighter from Dior, the pearly one with a soft shimmer. It has tiny sparkles inside, so I usually don't use it for bridal makeup, but for something fun like Tomorrowland, it's just right. And by the way, all the products I'm using are listed in the description below, so feel free to check them out. To set everything, I'm using powder from Esclat. I got it in the goodie bag from the Patrick Ta Masterclass. Still testing it out, but I like how it performs so far. I use it to lightly fix all the cream textures in place. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm starting with a cream eyeshadow from Armani. I love using a cream base before applying powder shadows. It helps with stain power and makes colors more vivid, especially on camera and in photos. For powder shadows, I'm using the Dior Backstage palette. First, I apply the lightest shade to the inner corners of the eyes. Then, I layer a shimmery, purplish blue color on top. It's hard to describe, but it looks amazing. I apply it twice, tapping it in the second time to intensify the sparkle. In the outer corners, I add a soft purple to create dimension and depth. Even if you don't clearly see every color in the final result, it makes a difference in the overall harmony and richness of the look. I also add a bit of that same blue-purple shimmer under the eyes to tie everything together. For eyeliner, I'm using Tattoo Liner from Maybelline in black. I apply it very thinly between the lashes and smudge the outer corners for a soft, lifted effect. I also add a tiny bit underneath, just to frame the eyes, but I avoid applying it on the waterline because it doesn't last well in real life, especially for long events or dancing. I repeat the same steps on the other eye and set the liner with a bit of black eyeshadow from Estee Lauder. It's an old palette, so use whatever similar product you like. For lashes, I found something a bit special, a bit exaggerated, but still elegant. I even experimented with 2 lower lashes to add something unexpected. Not the most practical move, but hey, it's Tomorrowland. For lips, I keep it soft. I apply a natural lip liner, then finish with a Kiko Milano lip gloss that has a soft gold shimmer. Just enough glow, but not overpowering, since the eyes are already a strong focal point. While the glue for the false lashes is drying, I apply waterproof mascara to blend the natural lashes with the falsies. And as a final step, I do a bit of finishing with the Hourglass palette. Then even use the main purplish shimmer from the eyeshadow palette as a highlighter, just to tie the whole look together in one cohesive vibe. But wait, it's not done yet. We still have the hair and the final crystals to apply. So stay tuned and keep watching for the rest of the transformation. For the hair, I didn't want to go into anything too complicated. My model has beautiful, naturally long hair, so I decided to enhance it by creating waves using a special shaped curling iron. This wave style works especially well on long, straight and fine hair. It holds the shape beautifully. As always, before using any hot tools, I prep the hair with heat protection. Today, I'm using a product from Color Wow. Then, section by section, I take strands of hair and curl them from roots to ends. Once each section is done, I lightly mist it with a liquid hairspray from Bumble & Bumble to help the waves set. After all the curls are finished and cooled, I gently brush through them using a wide-tooth comb. This gives the waves a softer, more blended look, perfect for the dreamy festival vibe. Now we move on to the final step, applying crystals to the face. For this, I use a small pair of tweezers and Duo Lash glue. The crystals themselves are easy to find. There are so many types and sizes available now, so just pick what works for your idea. Today, I'm using 2 different shapes to create a bit more dimension. I've done many looks with crystals before, around the eyes, in the corners, scattered across the face, but this time I wanted something new, something simple, but still eye-catching and magical. While I was doing the makeup, the idea came to me to place the crystals like tiny fringes, almost like drops of light on the face, and I really love how it turned out. The main inspiration for this look came from the Tomorrowland 2025 theme, Orbyz, a world of ice and fantasy. I wanted to bring that energy into a wearable festival look, something bold, cool-toned, glowy, and just a little surreal. Hair like frozen waves, glowing skin from within, my version of icy dance floor magic. As a final finishing touch for the hair, I added a bit more texture. I used the product Wing Tone from R&Co, warmed it up in my hands and gently ran it through the waves to define and separate them just a little more. It gave the ends a nice piecey texture without weighing anything down. And here is the final look. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I post new tutorials every week and the next one will be just as exciting. Thanks for watching and see you soon.